Alright, hello there. I finally managed to find the last technical difficulties, but now everything goes and works and films and records and plays. Yay! So, hello everyone, how are you doing today? We will continue on the T-6 shuttle from Ahsoka. To be more specific, we continue to design the Greeble trench. And yeah, we'll see how far we get today. So let's jump right in. Yeah, so I rearranged the screens, what you see here a little bit. Put the reference screen in the middle, so now it's more aligned with what you see on top in the designing window. And this is basically also what I see when I look right in front of me. So maybe that makes it better? I don't know. You let me know. So this here was the last part we did last time. And whoops. Okay, and why is it so stuttering here? More difficulties. And yeah, let's move to the left. Next things are those here. Looks better on the OBS screen than on my actual screen. What the hell? Kind of delayed when I drag the reference. On the OBS screen it's flawless, fluent, like it should be. On my screen in front of me it's stuttering like crazy. Oh well. Anyhow, let's start with the first shape here. I think first of all we make another plane to sketch on. Oh, actually, let's check if I place this one right. And as always, hide everything that we don't need at the moment. So the bottom wing goes. And the wing side panels also. That we are just left with the Greeble trench. Yep. Now you see there is a camera utility in my screen. Okay. So more difficulties on the run. I don't know what the hell is wrong with that thing. Can I leave it like this, or will the camera shut off then? Let's not risk that. Okay. Moving on. What do we have here? I just found a lonely triangle. All right. I know where this goes. Belongs to the bottom wing. I edited this here and forgot to merge it. Let's do that real quick. Then it's out of the way. There you go. Hide that, and now it's gone. All right. Yeah, that happens if you don't clean up right away. Okay, let's rotate this a little down here. -0.5 degrees should be enough. Nope. Let's... Okay, we can with a little right. All right. Okay, and this one. Block here. Some tubes. With some ribs that go all the way around those tubes. Looks fairly simple. I think I'm gonna sketch them on the base plane. Don't have any reference points up here at the moment. Should be all right. This piece also seems to be a little off center, but I think I will design it symmetrically that I can mirror it more easily, and then after we have it done, we can put it in the correct position. The hell is up with this camera utility today? I don't know. Well, just ignore it for now. cube is basically the same length as the rectangle. I did not set a dimension. What did I do? 10, 10, 8. Let's see, for reference, what is this here? To be shorter than this. It's 10 for now. So this, that is 12. Yep. 12. I think 10 is okay. Maybe 9. Let's go with 10 for now. Going to make, it's going to be the tube symmetrical to the rectangle. Some dimensions down here. 5, and this. At half of that, or? Four 4.5 divided by 2 makes 2.25. And I apologize in advance if my camera just shuts off, because something is not right here. Well, moving on. We'll see if it craps out or if it'll hang in there. Believable. To reconnect it. Just a second. Try it again. Yeah, I don't know. check how thick those ribs need to be. Wait. .9, but I think I do a separate part for those ribs. Okay, so let's leave it like this for the moment. How high is this part? It's 7.5. Goes. Looks like it's not that high. Maybe half of that. 3.5, 4 at the most. Let's make it 3.5. And the tube looks the same. I'll just do it like that. Jesus Christ, stupid thing. What the hell is going on with that today? I think 3.5 is too high. Let's make it 2.5. I think this looks better already. Let's add the ribs. Be 0.9. And almost as long as the rectangle. This stupid camera utility is restarting every few minutes. Okay. So every stream there is a different technical device that does something that it didn't do on testing. It's, yeah. Should I say hilarious? Frustrating? I don't know. A little bit stupid, but yeah, just have to deal with it until a new camera arrives. Can't help it. Alright, we take this edge as a reference, and then we can align this rib exactly to this edge so that there will be no space in between. And it's perfectly aligned. And we need to make it symmetrical as well. So we are going to put another middle line in here. What the hell is this? No, it's not the one I want. I want... Nope, nope, nope. I want the middle point of the edge. I just took as a ref. Ah, it's alright. The reference edge is ending here. Alright, we need to take another one. But first, give Fusion a little time to get its stuff back together. There you go. I want... Yeah. I'll just take this one over here. This is the complete edge, and there we can easily make a middle line in the middle of the reference line. Alrighty. Right now, as per usual, metric. There you go. 0.9 seems too thick. Anyways. But could work out. Let's see how it looks when it's finished. I think we are going to make this 3.8. Yep. Okay. I want to measure how much it is over this tube thingy. Let's go back in the sketch. Measure the distance from this wall to here. 0.775. This is also the value that it needs to be higher than this, so that it's conformatively, uniformly going around this tube thing. Alrighty, camera utility cut off again. Oh, this was 2.5, and then we add the 0.775. Make this a new body, and there you go. Now we can add the fillet. Like that. Now, 1, 2, 3, we're going to make 3 copies and move it along the tube. Maybe it's my Wi-Fi that's keeping the app from crash. Let me check. I'll be right back. Alrighty, let's see if this makes a difference. Where were we? Yeah, copying this part. Copy and paste and move it. Distance is roughly the thickness. Eight. There will be the connecting tube. Across the other one, and then the last one. I think I make it to. Okay. Connection tube is a little bit thinner than this one. Yep. Was this 2.25? Now this is maybe 1.8. Let's say 1.75. Okay, copy, paste. But .75. Oh no. Need to subtract this on top. There you go. This one again, -2. Tulu. Oh, hello, Real Crabbo. Thanks for thanks for stopping by. Hello there. How are you? How are you doing? Okay. Yeah. To make this tube thing a little shorter. Let's get rid of 0.5 millimeter. Then we need to space out those a little more. 0.5 is maybe much. Make it quarter of a millimeter. The other two as well. That looks better. I'm fine, thanks. Still scale modeling my Unimog while watching your stream. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. Having some technical difficulties here and there, but well, other than that, it's okay. I hope my camera will hold on to the stream, because the utility that I need to keep it running here on the PC, it's constantly crashing today, but well, so far so good. Waiting for Black Week to get a good deal for a new printer. Then I will finish your X-Wing. Cool. That's great. Yeah, I'm checking the deals as well. Almost. Well, every day. Because, yeah, I don't know. I don't need a new printer, basically. But having a new one is always fun. And I'm leaning towards getting maybe a Bamboo Lab with the AMS combo, just to play around with it a little bit with multicolor printing. But yeah, I'm excited to see how you will do on my X-Wing. Looking forward to that. Alright, I think we need to make those things a little bit thicker. It looks a little off. So maybe 5? 2.5? I'll try to replicate Red 5, of course. Well then, good luck with that. I myself haven't done a proper Red 5 at all since I do X-Wings. The only Red 5 I ever did was the old NPC kit, but the only thing Red 5 about that was the 5 red stripes on the call sign markings. That's about it. Yeah, but I was a little kid back then when I did that, so... And of course no reference material whatsoever. That's why it looked how it looked. Oh, it still looks... I still have it somewhere. Well, hello Ian, welcome in. Good evening, Dominic. I'm lurking in the background here, and talk of your X-Wing has got me interested. I have both the Red 5 and the Red 3 and the TIE Bomber. Well, thank you. I'm a little scared to get started printing, as I'm not sure I can print the wings without warping. Well, if you take good resin, and with good resin I mean fresh resin, not like I did on my prototype, a year-old resin, because that's not good. But if it's fresh, and if it's some kind of engineering resin, not best not the ABS-like, because the ABS-like has an intended flex to it, and that will most likely sag over time, I guess. So an engineering resin would be the best for the wings, I guess. And make sure for proper curing. That's also an important part, that the wings are cured properly, completely through. So better more than less. And then they should be good. I only print, that's great advice. Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime. Ask me anything. I hope I can answer everything. Yeah, at some point in time, I think I also need to do a proper Red 5 and put it on my shelf. But we'll see. Yeah, where were we? I wanted to merge this part with the ribs and then mirror it to the other side. Yeah, come on. Yep, everything merged. Let's mirror this one over this. There you go. I've printed the Dreams speeder bike in ABS-like and the long front parts. Took 3 attempts before I got them to print straight. Hopefully X-Wing cannons print okay too, or it'll have to be brass. Yep, brass is always the most secure option for not sagging laser cannons, that's for sure. Needs maybe a little more talent and craftsmanship, but that's mostly the best way to go. My prototype, I printed the laser cannons and then I put a metal rod inside them. That's what keeps them more or less straight. It's not perfect, but like I said, also the resin that I used was not perfect, so I can't really tell. But it holds up good so far with the metal rod inside, because I designed them especially that you can put a metal rod inside the laser cannons. Let's see. Yeah, now we are making the a connecting tube here. Goes between them. And unfortunately I can't see where it stops, so let's just make it all the way to the end of the Greeble branch. Where? Too many parts in the list here. Where is it? I thought it's that. All right, it got thrown down here when I separated all the parts. Okay, there you go. Here. No, not what I wanted. Oh, come on. What about 2? That 1.8 it is. Stays in the middle of those 2. That should do it. I printed the laser cannons with the Aligo 8K resin without a problem. They're absolutely straight. That's good to hear. That's really good. If you get feedback on the things you design that they print well, that's always good. Because you can make test prints all you want. Sometimes different people have different printers, different resins, and then it's probably a different result. But that's great to hear. That's interesting. I need to look at the parts more carefully, as I hadn't noticed. You have an option to print them hollow for brass. I'm off to look at the files now. Yeah, take a look. There should be something in the file name for brass or for metal insert. I'm not sure right now how I named it, but something like that. Thanks for Greeble, that's good news. I might just start with the parts that I'm worried about, and the rest should be easy. That's always a good approach. Make the things first that you have the most trouble with or worries about, and see how they go. And if they go well, you have good confidence for the rest. That EOS utility is quite something today. I'll just keep it there. Now Fusion is freezing. Great. Oh, that reminds me I should save. Well, let's save first, before anything stupid happens. Let me quickly check if I have the X-Wing files here. Yeah, it's called Laser Cannon Barrel. Bottom left, bottom right, top left, whatever. and then in bracket for press insert. Can I put this in the chat? How can I put something in the chat here? Let me see. I think. Oh. There you go. That's the file name. And I wrote brass insert, but you also can put in aluminum or steel or whatever you like. Well, except for plastic, maybe. Some metal kind of thing. Great, thank you. You thought of everything. Well, I try. I try to think of every scenario that might be needed or that might be good if it can be implemented in the model, of course. Sometimes it's just not working out if you want to stay studio model correct. But I do what I can. Alrighty, the connection tube. What did I do? 118, so let's make this also 18. Make it nice and round. Wait for fusion. Wait a little more. Come on. Let's just put some fillets on that. There it is. Now we have this. Okay, I can zoom in more in the reference. Already zoomed in completely. Oopsie. But I think that's quite alright. So, and if I see it correctly, it has also a base on the bottom, like a square all around the part. Nope, that is not what I wanted. Where did that come from? Try it again. Sketch on this plane, please. There you go. Let's pick our references. This and this edge. And maybe this, yep. Something we can place the base exactly on those references. And then get symmetrical to the middle. Yep. All right. Extrude all of that. did I do here? That's a millimeter. I don't know if it's the same height as this one or maybe more like this one. Can't really tell in the picture. I'll just go with 0.5 millimeter for now, and then we'll put it in the trench now, and then we'll see how it looks like. Move it all the way up. And yeah. $10 degrees down. No, a little more. 10.5. Nope, that's too much. Now the window to put in the numbers is up here. I don't get this infusion. Sometimes it's in the middle, sometimes it's up there. It's doing whatever it wants. And I just have to deal with it. All right. There you go. Oh, I think we should have moved it a little more to this part. The distance is not that big between those. Yep. Let's go back into the movement. Bit further towards this part. $1.5. Oh, that looks all right. Let's make the wing panels visible and take a look what it looks like together. Yeah. That looks good. Let's take another look with perspective. That's always the most difficult and most annoying thing. Perspective in the pictures. Because you never can get it 100% right. Because mostly you don't know what focal length and distance to the model they used. But I'd say that's pretty good. Did I not save? All right, moving on to the next one. This thing here. Looks like it's the same thing twice. I'll just quickly count the ribs on those things to see if they're really the same. Yep. Looks like the same thing. And combined in the middle. Well, that's cool. Can just make one, copy paste it, merge them together, and done. Check. Yeah. Quickly check proportions. We are looking on this part in this shot, more or less, here somewhere. It's difficult to get this focal length. Something like this. Sits here, this sits there. This needs to align then. This edge, first part of those two. Oh, where's my mouse? This one here. Alrighty. Let's get rid of the wing panel again. This goes on. I think it's the 20th time the camera utility restarted today. Alright, first sketch of the next part. Alright, let's see. Basically it takes up the entire width of the Greeble trench. So I'll quickly make a, or not, go away. What did I want to say? I make a square as a reference. And in this square, we are going to design the Greeble. Go. Okay. So that's a 9x9. The rib is then a millimeter and probably a half millimeter thick. Alrighty. I think we only need to do one rib and then we can pattern the rib all around this part, or copy paste it and mirror it and whatever. There are different options to do that. We'll just have to see what's the best one for this part. What works the best. What works at all. Sometimes it's just not working when the geometry is too complex. You can't really make a pattern. We'll see about that. Need to find the correct starting position for the rib. Oh, that's a weird dimension. Let's see if I put in the correct math. We'll see about that. No. Could. Wait. No. We need to fix the inner square first. Make it symmetrical. Yeah, you're seeing I'm making a lot of things symmetrical these days. That's the best thing. On the X-Wing, almost nothing was symmetric at all. It was a nightmare. Next try. Or not. Huh. Are you printing, assembling, or painting any 3D models at the moment, Dominic? No, not really. I just finished the Greeble wall art. That was the last thing I printed and painted. So yeah, well, some little things in between, like those little towel clips, but nothing major. So I guess the next big thing will be the T-6 shuttle. And well, yeah, maybe something little on the side. I don't know yet. We'll see. All right, let's see how high we need to do this. Looks a little lower than this pipe thingy. And this was, I forgot, of course. Let's take a quick measurement. That's 3 millimeters, so let's do 2.5. Two, 5. I'm torn. Let's go with 2.5 for now. Cool, would you plan to print the T6 full scale or half scale maybe? It's a big model. It is big, and I'm not entirely sure right now. I need to check once the model is finished if I can split it in a good way that I can put it on my printer in studio scale. If not, I will do 172 scale. The studio scale is around 143, and that is what was it? I forgot already again. I think 70? It's 76 centimeters in height when the wings are vertical. That is yeah, roughly 30 inches. Yeah, it's quite big. I think the biggest challenge will be to split the wings. Sure, I can just cut it somewhere, no matter what, but I always try to find a place to cut it where you don't see it afterwards once it's printed and you put the parts together, that you don't have any weird seams that you need to take care of. That's always my goal. Of course, sometimes it's just not possible, but if there is a way, I can find a way, I will do that. But I think even if I find a way to split the wing in a good way, it might still be too big for most consumer printers. So I'm actually thinking for a longer time now if I just let it print on a big Chinese factory printer or something. But I think we'll see when I get there. So now we have this. Now we need to bring the sketch back all the way down here. There you go. Extrude this rib as a separate part. Make a new body, and now we wait. I really would like to know how much time I spent already just waiting for CAD programs to unfreeze or to load or to save or to whatever in my whole life. I think that's a number I don't even want to see. Probably would be really frustrating. So, but let's see how we can multiply this rib. Oh, but first we're going to put a little fillet on here. It's like 1.3. It's a little small one. You can barely see it, but I think there is one on top of it. I think it's even smaller. Maybe, no, I think it's good so far already. A pattern this part. And here you can choose along a path, and then we use path. We use this one, and I think we can go all the way around. And we need to... Which setting was that? That they are always perpendicular to the path. This one. There you go. And how many parts do we need? It is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 24, but maybe that's not possible. Let's see, 24. That looks quite good. Need to find the correct spacing. So is this and then minus what I had calculated for the first rib. 0.8571. And now there should be space out probably. No, not exactly. Oh, right. Oh. I made a little boo-boo. I need to go back in the sketch again. Is this the free version of Fusion? No, unfortunately not. Meanwhile, I'm paying for it. Because when you do commercial work, if you want to sell the models that you make, you have to have the commercial licensed Fusion version. But actually at the beginning, when I started in 2020, there was a startup license. You could apply to that, and if the Fusion team watched your application and they thought you were eligible to for this license, you got Fusion, the commercial Fusion version for free. But unfortunately, last year they ditched that program. It's not existent anymore. Now I have to pay the yearly license fee. That's a bit of a bummer, but well, if I sell enough models, it shouldn't be a problem. Come on, let me adjust this dimension. I need to cut this in half. Yo? No? I don't get Fusion sometimes. For the simplest task, it's taking forever. Alright, let's check again. Now this is off again. Why is it? Ah, right. Because now the chain is longer in general, and I need to put this, what I took away here, I need to add on the entire path. But I think I can skip this, like, no. There you go. Little bit tricky, but once you have the correct measurements and dimensions in it, it is nicely spaced out all the way around, and it saves you some time. Sometimes, well, you think about how long I fiddled with this now, you can maybe copy and paste and position them by hand. But if you have to make adjustments, this is way faster. If it's the paid version, are you able to have separate parts and assemblies to stop the files getting too large and locking up? Maybe Fusion doesn't do the like Inventor or SolidWorks. It's a little different than Inventor and SolidWorks. It's hard to explain. I haven't really got it myself how this works, because in Fusion you have components and bodies, and the components usually at least what I think, work like an assembly in Inventor or in Creo. And then the body are the different parts that you put into the assembly. The main problem is at the beginning of a design, I don't know how many parts or how many bodies or how many components I will have. I tried this actually for my first X-Wing, put every single body part into a separate component to make a sub-assemblies, and that didn't work much better than this is now. It's not about the parts, or not about a part number, let's say. Well, it is a little, but the higher impact on stuttering and stuff is just the geometry within those parts. If you have a lot of curves, a lot of little things like those ribs here, and like on the wings, all this geometry that you have, the different levels, all different extrusions, all different, they were all different bodies at some point that are merged together in one large body, and this is what makes fusion struggle. If you have simple things like just cubes, rectangles, and some bolts and things like that, I think you can put in way more. The most the most struggle I had with the Type Bomber, with the wings, on the solar panels, those little waffle iron structure that is on there. This is one part, and then patterned along the X and Y axis, and it's like I don't know, over 1,000 parts then, and whoa, that was brutal. I think it took like half an hour to make those and then merge them all together. I was happy when that was finally done. That was crazy. Yeah, I think Fusion is just in general not meant to be for this kind of design work in that detail. But yeah, I try to use Blender, but that's just not my thing really. For things where I need to have parametric and most importantly the history, the design history that I have on the bottom here, if I don't have this, I just get crazy. That's the main reason I still in Fusion, even if it's a little struggle sometimes when it's getting bigger, but yeah. Brutal. Yeah, it was really brutal. It was... at some point, I just wanted to take the whole damn thing and throw it out the window. It's... Believe me, the struggle is real. But once you printed and painted that sucker, it's all worth it. It's definitely worth it. Alrighty, now we have this one, and oh yeah, we need to merge all the ribs to the main thingy here. I wonder if there's still music playing for you guys. It is. Just checking. Alright, we take this and merge all those ribs into one. And once we're done with that, we are going to save again. Just seeing right now that the YouTube chat is not displaying on the screen. Why is that not on the screen? That is weird. Let's check this real quick. Okay, this one is done saving. Let's just let me check the YouTube chat. Why is it not going on the screen? Is that a different chat link every time I start a stream? That would be kind of annoying if I have to set this up every time new. ERQ at the end. Come on. Where is my chat box? Settings. Different link now. No, it's the same. I don't get it. Oh, now my camera is gone. Great. Just a second, guys. Okay, I have to reconnect the camera again. And I'm back again. Woohoo! Yeah, I definitely need a different camera for streaming because this is just not working correctly. Just a quick chat test. No, it's still not showing on screen. I have no idea. Well, that's not working anymore. Oh well. A topic for a different time. Let's move on here. Going to make the little structure on top here. It's working fine here. You can see, I can see your tests. Well, I think you see it in the YouTube chat, but do you see it on screen? On the screen you're looking? Because you should see it directly in screen overlay. But that's not showing, at least not on my end. And if it's not on my end, I'm pretty sure it's also not over at your end. But in the YouTube chat on the sidebar, sure. I do a Twitch test. Oh, I'm offline in Twitch. No, that can be. Yeah. Yeah, today it's the whole time like that because somehow it's not working. See, I just wrote a test message on Twitch, on the Twitch chat, and that is showing on the on-screen overlay. Weird. Well, things I have to figure out for next time. Why this is not working. Last week it was working fine. I could see the YouTube chats, I could see the Twitch chats all on the overlay screen here. But today everything's fucked somehow. It's, well, you have good days and you have bad days. Today is not so good. But as long as Fusion is working, I'm satisfied, and when my camera is working, also good. If the screen in general is working, great. The chat, well, then Twitch users can't see what you write. Only I can see that. That's the problem here. As long as we can see the modeling, that's all that matters. That's right, that's right. That's the main reason. Okay. But the camera utility is still restarting. Oh well. Guess I know what to do after the stream. Order a new camera. Let's focus on this here. Let's make the structure on top. New sketch, new detail. That thing on top overlaps the ribs just a little bit. And I think it could also be a square. More or less a square. By the way, if you see me leaning forward like this, I am measuring things on my screen with a ruler. And this goes to the end of this rib. So 5 points. No. 5.7 by 5.7. Yep. Is it really that big? Thanks. And 5, yeah. That looks better to the middle of the rib. Extrude it and make a new body. Let's see, to this surface 2.5. It should be at least 5 millimeters in total. Let's see. Maybe even a little higher than that. 5.5. Yep. Okay, now the little half round thing on top here. And we are going to model directly on top of that. Let's see, it's not completely round, it's more like an oval. Whoopsie. Try again. Oh, it goes from the middle. Middle? Yeah, maybe here. And it goes like... to the end of that second rib from the bottom. 5.5 seems okay. Width-wise, let's make 4. Could be over the midpoint. So that with the second rib is not correct. Oh boy. That utility tool is frustrating me today. So let's see, this is the middle axis of the square. And this oval needs to be overlapping. But I don't want to stretch it. No, need to free this point up and move the complete oval a little to the top. Now it's lost its dimension. Let's put it back in quickly. 5.5 it was. There you go. Alrighty. A little more. Okay. And we only need half of the oval, so we cut that in half. All right, then have that. We can. Oh, I wonder if it's completely round around this axis. Let's check how this looks like. But in order for that to work, we need to cut it here as well. We only need a quarter, like this quarter of the whole geometry to revolve it around the axis. This one around this axis, a new body. Okay. Yep, that looks pretty good. first. Maybe we just revolve it 180 degrees and not completely all the way around. Because I want to try something here. If it lets me... Oh. 180. So, now we have only this half shape. I want to make a little draft on this surface. Because on the reference, it looks like it's not completely vertical. This wall here. This is what I'm this is what I'm trying to replicate here. Just a smidge. This is 5 degrees now of a draft. Looks fine to me. Alrighty, now this needs fillets basically all around. Oops. So let's just do that. It's maybe 0.5. Yeah. 0.4. Oh, 0.4 looks better. The edges on the side. There you go. And now we can merge everything together. Those 3 parts merge. Just like that. It's one single piece. And now we can duplicate it. But first we are going to save again. And maybe drink a little. Always stay hydrated. Okay. Let's take this, copy, paste, and move it to the left. Now the question is, how much are the ribs in the middle overlapping? And something is not right here. I guess I made a little mistake on the spacing, because they should be the same left to right. Seems they are not. Not exactly, at least. Oh boy. But let's first figure out the distance between those two. just one rip then. Oh, they're overlapping quite a bit. Yep. So this rip in the middle is the same length as the other rips around here. Alright, just leave it like that. Now I have to take care of that misalignment here. Oh, come on. Just click the surface. This to here. Oh, I can skip the inches. Oh, it's 0.037 millimeters. It's less than a pixel of my resin printer, so it's basically nothing. Meaning you won't ever see it on the printed item if there is an overlap here. So I think I will just remove the fillets here and then merge it like that. Because it's probably just a round up error I did for this measurement, because it was a really weird dimension. It has like 16 digits after the comma, so maybe if I take all of that and not just the first four digits, maybe that makes it better. I'll just check. Need to find the first sketch again. Oh, it's what? That's not what I wanted. What can I copy that? There you go. I don't even know if Fusion can process this. See? That's rounding up anyways. But maybe... no. Let's check this again. Seems about right. 5, 2. Oh, down here. This one. So let's see. Nope, not better at all. Okay, I'll just figure out later what the error here is. I don't want to bore you guys with fiddling around with this here now. I just do that off stream. Let's just move on. And for moving on, we are going to place them up here to the other Greeblies. So the merging we'll also do later when I figure out the problem. But for now, let's place them up here and see if the portions in general are correct or if I need to adjust something major. This is minus 10, nope. Much. 8 minus 9. Maybe 8.5. Nope. 6, 8. 8.8 is okay. All right, there it is. Let's quickly check the wing plates in place. All that looks like. Because when you look directly on the top of those parts, you see that this edge is not in the correct place compared to the reference picture. It should be more or less be here in the middle of those two parts. But that's like I said earlier, because of the perspective of that reference picture. You can simulate this to a degree, but it's not 100%. But better than nothing. Something like this. Here, this perspective seems to be something like this. A little more to here. And now it's almost in the middle. In the end, I maybe have to squish all those parts a little more to the right to make it fit properly, but this will come at the very end. When all the Greeblies are made and placed roughly, then I will go all over them again and check the correct positioning. But I think this is also something that I will do off stream, because it's probably very boring. But regarding those two parts, I think they look good and therefore done for now. All right. I'm going to save again. need to take care of my camera tool again, that the camera is not shutting off again. Oh boy, a difficult stream today. Alright, for the next part. Kind of smushed. I don't know. Seems like a square frame with some rib thing here on the side and maybe something in the middle of it. I can't really tell if this is just pixel smush from the camera or if there is really something inside here. I'm going to check if I have a different picture where we can see a little bit more maybe. Let's see. Oh, by the way, I went through that video from Adam Savage again, where he was taking a closer look on the studio model of the T-6. And I took a bunch of new screenshots because the screenshots I took the first time, they got corrupted on my old external hard drive and they were all basically not usable anymore. So I made new ones, organized them, and hopefully we have enough to see everything, but some areas are still not greatly visible. But it's definitely better than the ones I had before. This on the other screen quick. Nope. No, there's nothing. Maybe on the bottom wing. Maybe. No, is the camera going off again? I clicked the stupid thingy on the software. It's frustrating. Okay, first things first, this thing here. There we can see a little bit geometry inside. And then also there's a little cut out in the frame on the bottom. And I also think on top here. Other than that, it's pretty much empty inside. This little step here. Alright, shouldn't be too complicated. First let me check if I can revive myself again here. Ew. Just a minute. Well, I'm afraid the camera refuses to work anymore. I don't know what its problem is. No, I'm not getting a picture anymore. And it's struggling to get focus. And the lens is just making weird noises. So I think that's a goner. So that means shopping tonight. Shopping for a new device. I still have a picture of me here down there. That looks great. Let's maybe remove that. Oh boy. Who would have thought that live streaming is so complicated? You don't have the right gear, it's not that easy. Well, learning by doing. All right. Where were we? This little basket thingy. And I think this will be the last one we are going to do today. So let's get rid of all those things again. Make our base sketch for the part. Oh, wait. I still have the perspective turned on. Let's switch this. Because you can't probably properly design like that. There you go. Alrighty. That thing is as wide as the ribs on those parts. And it should be a square. So it's 8 by 8. Let's start with that. Well, maybe replug the camera. Yeah, I just did that a couple of times. Plugged in the power again, the HDMI cable turned off and on the camera, switched to different modes in the camera. Nothing really helps. Or maybe I can unplug the power for a little longer and then maybe kind of resets or something. I have no idea what that was. And the lens is just searching for focus all the whole time now. And I don't get an image. I had that problem once before during testing for the live stream, but I just switched the camera off and on again and then it was working again. But that doesn't do the trick today. But I'm struggling a lot with this camera. It's a Canon EOS M50, and that one is just not meant for live streaming. There are some workarounds that I'm using right now to make it work in a way, but like you saw today, that way is not the way to go. It's not really pleasant to work with. So I'm getting a Sony 5100, and this is a camera that a lot of other streamers use. So it's probably tested, and so far as I have read, not really many issues with that thing compared to the one I have now. So yeah, I'll just get one of those and then hopefully a better live stream experience. We'll have to see about that. But at the moment, nothing I can do. Maybe in a few minutes I try to plug it in again. But since I moved the camera around, this is the next thing. In order to get a clean image on the screen for you guys, I need to turn off the autofocus. So I have to focus manually. And now since I moved the camera around a lot during unplugging and replugging and whatnot, it's probably out of focus and I have to fiddle with that again. And to be honest, I don't really want to right now. Let's see, let's make this piece here first and then maybe let's see if the camera puts out an image again. A lot of rambling. What did I wanted to do? Yeah, after frame, after bottom. Yeah, we just start with that. Yep. I want orthogonal. What the hell? Alright. The bottom, you just make that a millimeter. Bring back the sketch and make the frame. Three. I think 3 looks okay. Oh, I wanted to put the 2 reference images side by side. Where's the other one? There it is. No, a little more. No. The furthest I can zoom in. So the other one, where was it? There. Alrighty. Oh, they are oriented differently. I have to keep that in mind. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's see. The 3mm should be okay. You have to cut something away here, anyways. Then maybe let's make it 3.5. Okay, now we can cut away this step here, and this surface here is round to a degree. So I need to check my orientation. On the right picture, we are looking from this side. This is what we are going to use. Alrighty. And we cut away more than half of the length. And this is 5. The whole length was 8. So it's just a little bit more than half. Maybe it's a little more than a little more. Oh, I think it should be all right. And then the round surface. I think it's going to be a little deeper than this cut out on the left, but not really much. Let's do it like here. Tangent on top. Waiting for fusion again. During that time I can check what the camera is doing. Let's see. Bring back the camera. Oh, there I am. Hello again. I have no idea if I'm in focus or not, but I need to reconnect it. reconnected with the computer. I started the damn thing. Why isn't it doing anything? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think it's doing something. Yeah, focus is totally off now. Wait. Maybe like that? I don't see it on the small picture. I think it's okay. But the camera utility, it's just not working properly. Hello there, I see you again. That's great. Your focus is good now. Great. Let's see for how long. Because the stupid thing is with this camera, I need to plug in the HDMI into the computer to get the image, and I need to connect the camera with my PC via USB, but that's not working, so I do it via Wi-Fi, and I need the Wi-Fi connection to the computer that it stays on, otherwise it will just shut off, yeah, like it's just doing now again. After a few minutes. And if it's connected to the EOS utility on the PC, it will stay on forever. At least that's the plan, but for some reason today it's not working at all. Or not as it should. Oh boy, is that frustrating. I promise better equipment for next time. Well, at least, well, we'll see how fast shipping will be. Okay, I think this is running for now. Let's move on here. We did our cutout and the fillet thing. Need to finish the sketch. Just like that. Delete this. Now it's so already extrude the profile we just made. No, oops. Cut that away, and now it should look roughly like the thingy in the reference picture down here. So now we may make a little fillet on those edges here. This one and this one. Probably 0.2. It's a really small one. I really need to check sometime when I print something with those little fillets on them, if you can actually see those in the print or not, and then decide if I ever will do those little things again or not. For 0.5 fillets you will see. 0.2, I'm not so sure. Okay, next thing is the step here inside. There it is. A little sketch here. Goes. Okay. Millimeter looks good. Camera tool says bye again. Extrude probably a millimeter in height. That looks good. Okay. Now we turn it around and we go to the left reference photo. And we are going to make this, yeah, little bracket ribby thing here on the side. I think we sketch it directly on this, oops, on this side surface. Height, almost to the top. What is this? Half a millimeter off. It's almost like this step. I need to measure this one here with this. A millimeter. All right. Then we also make the distance from the top of that cutout to that bracket ending 1 millimeter. .5. This has a little angle to it. I would assume this, the thickness on the bottom is also 0.5 millimeters. Can't really tell in the picture, but I think it is. We'll see how it looks in perspective when we have modeled in it. So we'd have to sketch. We can mirror the sketch on the other side. Oop. Now you have the complete part. Extrude. Also 0.5. That's a little thinner than 0.5. Let's make it 0.4. So, there you go. Yep, that looks good to me. Alright, let's place it on the Greeble trench. Scrolling through this tree is amazing. How long it takes from top to bottom. So many parts and sketches. It's crazy. Oh, there you go. Stay with me. All right, let's take this up. Boop. All right, angle it down. -8. A little bit too much. -7. 7.4. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Now it's here in the middle on the left. I don't get this. It's always somewhere else. 7.5. Let's make this 7.6. No, 8. No. 7.7. No, let's back at 7.6 already. 7.6 degrees it is. There it is. Quick proportions and perspective check. Looking good so far. Alright, let's get in the side panels, the wing panels. I don't know how I want to call those parts yet. Get the perspective. Like this. Something like this. Oh. In the middle. this thingy here. Yeah, it should be okay. Like I said, I have to go over the positioning of all those Greeblies once everything is done. Put all the reference photos on one giant wall. Whoopsie. And then check all the different reference points. But for now, this looks good. Switching back to orthogonal. Did it? Did. Goodie. Alright, and we'll save again. Cameras hanging in there. Unbelievable. Let's take a quick sip. Alrighty. So next up is this round thing. No idea what this is supposed to be. Some vent or a rim. Maybe a wheel from a train? No. I don't know. That thing is pretty wide. It's behind both wing panels. Almost no other Greeble is that wide. All right. Well, it's maybe the whole width. Well, let's see. Let's make the base shape and then work from there. Hide everything again that we don't need. Or maybe I need the trench width as reference. Let's get this one back here. Yep. Yeah, I think also maybe the rim plates makes it. Guess it makes it easier to estimate. see, 12, 6. Make this 12.5. And the inner diameter. Well, 12. 11.5. The wall thickness on this was 0.5, yeah. So that should be similar, if not identical. It's pretty much the same. Okay, I think we start with this. Get rid of all of this again. Extrude the frame. Is higher than the part next to it. A bit higher than this. Doesn't seem to be. So I think 3 it is. So let's see what. It was this here. 2.6. Yeah, it's higher than that, but not as high as. Oopsies. Not as high as this one. This is 3.5. Yeah, we make it 3, and now then it's perfectly in the middle. That should be okay. Now we are going to make the inside. Oops. Oh, this is good. I try to figure out if the spokes on this thing, if they are completely flat or if they have a certain curvature to it. It's hard to tell, but I think it has a little curve. And there's also geometry inside of that, inside of the spokes. I think I sometimes think too much. Let's make it a little higher than the frame. Then it goes down to maybe half of. I have no reference here. Okay, leave it like this for now. We make a little construction line like this. And then we can align this properly. But make to set we need to set a distance from the bottom to here. 3.3. We don't need that. Length doesn't matter. So now we can align the endpoint to the middle again. There you go. Can I make this wall a reference? No, not so much. Oh, it is working indeed. All right. So now we can set this to the middle. Oh, that's not what I wanted. We need to go out of the construction mode. Now close up our sketch. Finish the profile. Like this. Yeah, let's first do the inside and we can make the hole in the middle later. All right. Let's... Oh no, I used the wrong plane. Oh crap. Oh well, shit happens. I could move it to another plane, but that's mostly a pain in the ass. Get all the references back, so let's just delete the sketch and do it all over again. This time let's pick the right plane, do this, and we need to go in here, pick this again, there you go. Alrighty. Do a middle line, the middle construction line for the top of the arch. Make the arch. Oh, wait. Oops. This. Go. Find the height. What did we say? 3.3. This is still in the middle. All right. Finish the sketch. Oops, like that. There you go. Nothing happened. All good. Now we can revolve. Oops. Like this. Okie dokie. Now we we place the spokes. Just need to check with which spoke I start. Yeah, just the one on the left or on the right, doesn't really matter. Just needs to be in this plane. This as reference again. Take top and bottom. To integrate it in this curvature as well. See if I can make this a reference. No. Not really. So let's make our own reference. Take this line. The height is also the 3.3 that we had before. Not 33. 3.3. Oops. And now this curve goes to almost to the top. It's a little under the surface. You can see a small tiny shadow on the reference picture. Why don't you? You and you, like, whoa. No, wait. That was not the plan. All right, let's fix the end, the arch, make it coincident with that one. Yeah, no. Not like that. Let's try again. There you go. Let's check the distance. 0.15. That's almost nothing. Let's make it 0.2. .2 and upwards. Details tend to get visible with the naked eye. Everything smaller than that is, well, you need a magnifying glass or something to really see it. Well, at least I do. Maybe you have better eyes than I do. All right. That is the profile for our spokes. Let's extrude this symmetrically, left to right, top to bottom. However you depends on how you look at it. Um, how thick? Well, I think it appears that they are a little bit thicker on the inside than on the outside of the diameter. Could be wrong, maybe it's just an illusion. It's hard to tell on the pictures. All a great bit of smush. Maybe a little tiny bit. First. Oh yeah, I want to determine the width. All right, 1.4 max. We have 0.2 in both sides, so that's 0.4 overall. Make a new body, so then we can yeah, make another pattern. Yeah, I need to count. $16 it is. Oh crap, I wanted to make it. I forgot the draft on the rib, that it gets thinner on the outside. Must redo this. Undo this, not redo, undo. That's the beauty of history or a timeline in the design. And now just can hop into the past and still have the pattern feature in the future. So I can now adjust this and then roll the model back forward and hopefully have the pattern again. All right, let's see. This is our reference plane, and those two surfaces will have an angle. Yep, not that much. It's maybe not even 1 degree. It's not much at all. I think a half degree is just enough. Yep, that should do it. All right, half the degree. Into the future we go, and there we have it. And now all the spokes have that draft. Let's check that I'm not lying. 0.3, and the original one 0.3. Alrighty. Yeah, I need to make the inside geometry a little bit different because the spokes are not matching the height level of this inside geometry except in the direct middle. But if you see on the reference photo here in all this area here inside, they are basically the same level. You can see it or distinguish the spokes from the inside. So I have to change this a little bit. Let's see. We need to move this a little towards the outside. The point on the bottom should come as well. No, this is not what I want. Yeah, you know what? I'll just delete it and make a new one. To go here anyway, so do it like that. That is enough. I don't know. See how much. Oh, nope. This one 1 millimeter. Let's make this 1.5. Yeah. But let's keep this in the middle. There you go. All right. Nope. That looks more like it. Alright, I think we can merge all of those bodies now and then make the hole in the middle. But before we do that, we are going to save, just in case. Because you never know. Okay, come on. Mm-hmm. There you go. We have slightly maybe overlaps here. This is, yeah, it's mostly just a visual error. Let's see, when we merge it, it should be all gone and should be one smooth surface. I think we use. Oh, let's merge anyway. Okay, wait. Like this one, and then all the spokes. See, we can select them here in the model tree. Those are all of them. All right. Yep. Now the weird thing here in the middle is gone. Great. Let's do the hole in the middle. What now? Come on. It didn't do anything. I wonder if the hole in the middle goes all the way through or not. I can't really see in the pictures. But since it's all black in here, I think it goes all the way through. Let's just do that. Now what? I just want to do the last sketch for today. Come on. There. Can pick the midpoint. Let's see, what's this? And double. That's 1, 5. Let's see how this looks. Extrude this one all the way through. Cut it away. And there we go. I think it needs to be a little bigger. Oh. Sketch. Two. That might be a little too much. Then it's the middle of those, 1.75. How about that? That looks okay. That looks good. I don't know if I'm satisfied with the distance from the inner hole to where the spokes become visible. I'm just checking the proportions on the reference material from the. Where's my mouse? Here it is. The hole, the diameter from the hole in relations to where the hole ends and where the spoke gets visible. I'm just calculating the ratio of those and then compare it to what I have in the CAD model. So the ratio is 1.5, 1.4. God dang it. You. Unbelievable. That means this is 1.75. Distance is 1.7. So that ratio is basically 1. It's 1.03. So it means the distance from the hole to the spokes is too big. So we need to change that. That's what I thought. What it looks like on the reference photo is different than here. I can, yeah. Let's see. How much do I need to adjust this? Five. Okay. Distance must be 1.25 from the hole to the spokes. So we need to adjust it by 0.457 millimeters. Okay. So we go back to sketch of the spoke. This one here. And oh no, we need to this geometry needs to be changed. Right. We put the offset here 1.5 millimeters. So we need to change that. Minus the 0.457. Basically not entirely correct because of the curvature. We will get a slight deviation. Let's see. Did it? 1.25 from here to here. Yeah, that's too much. Like I thought, it's not linear. Come on. So we put a little bit back. Sometimes it's just a lot of trial and error with complex geometries that you can't calculate exactly. At least I can with just a calculator here. With mathematical equations you probably could, but well, this is too much. Let's check again. 1.34. A little bit. A little bit. All right, 1.27, that's close enough to 1.25. I'll leave it at that. You won't be able to tell the difference anyways. So with that, take a quick check. CAD model to reference, photo. Yep. Looking good. All right. Let's place this on top. There you go. Let's go up here. The trench visible again. Oh. Little bit in the way. Was 5, 6.6, 6.6 looks good. Wait, distance to this one. Yeah, it's different from top to bottom wing. When you look down here on the right one, the distance seems a little less than on the left side here. So yeah. The right image was from the bottom wing and the left image is from the top wing. Since we are going to make the top wing first, we are going to orientate ourselves on the left picture. So that means it needs to go a little bit to the left. Just a smidge. Oh boy. This stupid thing. Now let's see. This. Yep, that's about right. Let's quickly bring in the wing panels. And the perspective. Oh. Something like this here, so like that. And yeah, I think this is so far out of the middle of the picture. It's not really portraying correctly. Let's see, I have a few words more directly on that, but it's not really in focus. It's not really sharp. Yeah, confirms I need to move all those details a little bit to the right. Let's just leave this like here. And then I'll move all those further along. Alrighty. Check from the side if it's sitting correctly. Yep, it's still overlapping here as well. Alright. Good. Let's place this here for the moment. And then we're going to save again. Leave. All right, and with that save, I think that's it for today. We did 1, 2, 3, 4 Greebles today. Not bad. How long was the stream? How can I see this? 3.5 hours. Not too bad, not too bad. With some difficulties on the way and everything. I think that's a good margin. I don't know if anyone is still watching. So I will move those off stream to a better position. And yeah, and we'll pick it up from there next time. Maybe next time will be already tomorrow. I'm not sure, or if I just design some little bits tomorrow myself off stream. I don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, if I do tomorrow, then maybe without the camera. I don't know, because this trouble that it made today is not fun. Not that much fun. But anyway, thanks everyone for joining today. It was a pleasure. And yeah, Have a good rest of the day. Have a good night, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next one. So, take care. Bye bye. Good night, Greeble. Oh, that's another message. Thanks for the stream. Yes, you're welcome. Every time. I really like it. It's fun. It's especially fun when some people are in the chat, that we can chat about random things or about the models, about different models, about whatever. I'm open for everything. So yeah, thanks for joining and see you next time. Thank you too, Ian. Thanks for stopping by. Take care. Have a good one.